Hello, hello, hello. We're back again, just putting the world to rights. I don't know about you, but putting the world to rights. And there's one word that's going to be mentioned in here today, and it's about righteousness. And like, actually, what does that mean? So I'm Sheena Cantor, in case you haven't figured that out by now, and what you're doing watching this, and this is Ziryeb, all the way from Paris. Hello, Ziryeb.
Hi everyone, I am sheenacantar follower.
And what we're doing is we're putting the world to rights through the Quran, the Bibles, and science and thinking into results. So using the material of Bob Proctor, and I'm out to prove that we have a matrix that can literally help you live your life no matter what's going on. You can dive into one of these lessons and you will know how to demonstrate what's being said in the Quran or the Bible or any other text you want to give me, like test me, and we'll put it into there, and then you know how to demonstrate it, you know how to live it. And that's the whole thing. It's not about the knowledge, it's about how we be it during the day. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Ziryeb.
Yeah, it's all about practicing it, to practice the knowledge. It's not gathering information, it's to apply it and to live it.
That's the hardest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's praxis.
It's the discipline, and you have to ask yourself, is your goal big enough to make you have the discipline? Oh my goodness, I realize how lazy we all are without thinking. Oh my goodness. And the only reason I know that they were all lazy without thinking, because I was that lazy person. Things didn't go my way, then I would have my own little poor me, it's not fair. It's not fair. Things aren't working out for me. This isn't happening. No, 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 no. So lazy. When you realize that these words are coming from the very stuff that made the universe, then we need to be a little bit more careful. And how was your journey in that, Ziryeb, from what you thought you knew and what you know now?
Yes, it's like a big journey thanks to you, Sheena, and become aware that everything is connected, and also I'm become aware that I am the creator. So I have to pay attention about the word that I use, the thoughts that I choose, and the action that I do. So it's about discipline, awareness, and the results is joy. So you are joyful, you become joyful, but knowing this and practicing it, and help yourself and help others.
Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. So I'll let you start with line 99 in the Quran, and we're going to read it out first of all, because actually it's not just about one of these lines, it's about the whole thing. And then I'm going to just look when I read this, and then I just start writing, and then I go, oh my goodness, so I see this and I see this and I see this. So I'm just going to share with you what I saw. So if you want to kick it off there, Ziryeb.
Perfect. So it is chapter 37, and we are going to start by the line 99. So he said, I'm going towards my Lord, and he will guide me.
Line 100, my Lord gave me one of the righteous.
101, so we gave him good news of a clement boy.
102, then when he was old enough to accompany him, he said, oh my son, I see in a dream, and I am sacrificing you. See what you think. He said, oh my father, do as you are commanded, and you will find me, God willing, one of the steadfast.
103, then when they had submitted, and he put his forehead down.
104, we called out to him, O Abraham.
105, you have fulfilled the vision. Thus, we reward the doers of good.
106, this was certainly an evident test.
107, and we redeemed him with a great sacrifice.
108, and we left him for later generations.
109, peace be upon Abraham.
110, thus we reward the doers of good.
111, he was one of our believing servants.
112, we And we gave him good news of Isaac, a prophet, one of the righteous.
1:13, and we blessed him and Isaac, but among their descendants are some who are righteous and some who are clearly unjust to themselves.
1:14, and we blessed Moses and Aaron.
1:15, and we delivered them and their people from a terrible disaster.
So, like, I don't know about anybody listening to that, but it all sounds like gobbledygook. And, you know, when you read it and you just go, well, what the heck is going on here? Like, can I just say a word of warning before anybody just wants to go, you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't say that. I am speaking what I see as my truth. And the idea is that if I speak my truth, then you can see your truth. So don't ever believe a word I say, but take it, ponder on it, and go, what is meant by that? Because then you will find your truth. I can lead you to the water, but I cannot make you drink, and it is not up to me to make you drink anyway. So I'm just sharing what I get whenever I read this sort of stuff. So Ziryeb, I just thought, like, the first sentence here, so what I've understood, the word Lord is Lord as well. When we look at it in scientific terms, we actually see the law rather than the word Lord. So when we go that the law will guide me, what we're looking at there is the discipline of the law of the universe, the law that says, you know, as ye sow, so you will reap. Like, it's a law. I didn't make it up, but we can all see that if you've got crappy thoughts and you've got a crappy life, you might want to make the sort of correlation as to what's going on. So the law will guide me. So then the next one, when it goes, my Lord, give me one of the righteous. And it said, I picked that up as the law will show me how to be righteous. So what does righteous mean? Righteous just means feeling right in yourself. It doesn't mean, look at me, I'm bloody brilliant. It means I feel right as me. Now, I don't know about anybody watching this. And Ziryeb, you can maybe help with this, but I felt wrong, and I didn't see it until I started studying me, that I just felt completely wrong being me. So I was always making up for being me. So I got all these qualifications. I read all these books. I mean, brilliant knowledge, because it's led me to where I am now. But the driving thing was that I felt wrong.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, being right is to be in alignment with yourself. So for me, that's being right, and it's all about this life in this earth, in this material world, is to be in alignment of your spiritual being. So it's the only thing to do, or maybe it's the only thing to let go and to let express in yourself. So if you are not feeling good, or you're not feeling right, that means that you have to raise your awareness and to see the right thing. And it's all about the scriptures, TIR. It's all about that. It's to give you the good alignment with yourself.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's good. So the way I see it, as I read through it, I went, so as it goes through, and it says about, you know, oh, my son, I see you in a dream, and then I will sacrifice you. What I see this bit as is that, so God became man, so man could become God. So this is the first of the statement, is so God became man. That's what the sacrifice was, to give up everything. So if you're infinity itself, and then you become man, you have sacrificed your finite, you have sacrificed infinity to become finite. And that's what most people you see are asleep. That's what I saw that passage saying. And so then it's like 102 then comes on, and now he has to wake up. He's starting to wake up, and he's going, you know, tell me what to do, and you will see that I will be steadfast. So this is when we start to wake up, and this is when the law will be our guide, because we are steadfast in that law, that of you know, cause and effect, that to keep aware, to keep awake of that, and just go, oh my goodness, these are creative words that I'm saying here, and I will be steadfast to them. And so in 103, I see that he was then humbled, because it says, and then they had submitted, he put his forehead down. So that's when we become humble, when we realize we are not just, so man, if he tries to be God as man, then it's his ego, and he thinks, look at me, I'm just the bee's knees. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the recognition of the true power that we are, and that, you know, science has searched heaven, science has searched the earth, science has searched inside us, and they cannot find an us. They cannot find a me. They cannot find a separate me. And so when we come to acknowledge the fact that we are all one, and that I am just an expression of that, then we become humbled in our knowledge of that. And so 105, this is where I see, because it says you have fulfilled the vision. That's whenever man becomes God. So God became man, he recognizes that he is, and then he becomes humbled, and then man becomes God in that humbleness, not of the I am God, look at me, but in the recognition of who you are. 107, we are given everything when we give up the world, because it talks about the sacrifice. We are redeemed with a great sacrifice. So that's where I see that you think you cannot serve two masters. You either serve the world or you serve the God that you are, that we all are. So once you know and you try to be both, it's very, very painful. So if you're asleep and you're serving the world, well, that's all right. Stay asleep, because, you know, you're better off doing that than knowing and not doing. So when you know, you got to serve. So when we wake up, we get the world, and then the rest of it, I see it as being righteous, you know, is learning how to be righteous, you know. And what is that? So how I link all of that to TIR, thinking into results, is lesson 1, where you use the vision as bait. You think you want the vision, you think you want the castle, you think you want the money, you think you want the car, you think you want the person, but actually you want the feeling of it all. And in that moment of seeing it and feeling it, you have it. And so the sacrifice is to drop the goal. Drop it like a hot potato. Let go of that and enter into the spirit of it all. Now, the rest of the lessons in thinking into results are helping you maintain that. So lesson 2 to 12, and I'm not going to go through them here, maybe we'll do it another time, but lesson 2 to 12 are basically helping you with lesson 1 and teaching you how to be righteous. So that's what I saw, Ziryeb, when I read it. What do you think?
Yes, I love what you are saying, because it's related but what you teach us, and I become aware. And every time we talk about the Quran or other materials, it's all about lesson 1, and it's all about finally to be right with your goal and with your true essence. So and to be able to do it, you have to be in the frequency, and being in the frequency of what you want, you have to let go the physical things, the material, your bank account, your condition, your family. You don't have to judge or to take decision according this. So for me, when he sacrificed or he willed to sacrifice his son, maybe it was the most precious thing for him, or so he decided to let go this, because it's about decision and it's about alignment. So that's what I understood from it. So everyone who wants to live the life that he wants, or to be right with his alignment with his goal, you have to let go everything which is not in a harmony, physical things, and everything is not related with your goal.
And that's it. It is about being in harmony, but being in harmony with yourself. So you know, sometimes people, and I think it does help to begin with whenever people start this journey, is that they avoid certain people and avoid certain things. But I thought, I don't want to be living in a world where I have to avoid anything. You know, if Jesus could walk down the road and speak to a king, as well as, you know, a leper, as they called it in the Bible or whatever, you know, that I wanted to be that person too. That then, because then you really do not have any judgment at all, because you see it all as the story that's literally just playing out, and that's how I wanted to live. And so that's, I've forgotten where I'm going with that, but there you go. Maybe that's is where I'm supposed to end anyway.
Stop.
Stop.
Yes, that's
Just like, stop. Basically, the universe just went, shut up, Sheena. You were done now. You're still talking. Shut up.
no,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's very important, Sheena, because you have to, when you are in alignment, you are, when you are king, because you are the master of your power. So you can talk with kings and you can talk with everyone's, with the slaves. So you are happy to go up and to go down because you are in the right place. It's like the prophet Joseph. He is a king in the prison, and he is also king when he's outside.
Mm. Like we're no better than any, but nobody is any better than anybody else. But in the, what is it? Animal Farm, George Orwell, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Well, that's not the way, everybody is the same thing. I'm the same as this pen. It's just I'm conscious.
Yeah,
This pen is not conscious. And so that's where we have the exciting bit. I mean, nothing's really happening. We're all in heaven anyway. When we start to lighten up on ourselves because we realize we are light, then we can start to have a bit more fun and not take ourselves so flipping seriously. And so paint a smile on your face, and eventually your body might get the idea. And just notice when you smile at somebody, how they smile back. And if they don't, there's a little crack happened. Say there's somebody you haven't smiled at for a long time, and then you smile at them, they don't know what to do, but you keep smiling at them, eventually their little face cracks, and something
yeah.
will happen.
And there's other things, other stories. For example, Sheena, when he had the vision, he did the thing, he go with his son very quickly. And it's about also emergency, and he didn't wait or something like that. He just do it. He just did it. So I think it's also valuable for people who is listening to it. When you have the vision, you have to act very quickly.
And that's what, I guess lesson one and thinking into results was about the decision. And then we recognized that actually decision was every single lesson. And in
Yeah,
fact, everything is about decision in the moment. Like you can decide to be smiley or you can decide to be frowny, So
yeah.
it is actually a decision.
And Napoleon Hill in the book, I think, and Winning the Devil, he said, I can do nothing against someone who has made a decision because it's already done. But when someone has like thoughts, ideas, and so that, so he can go and make suggestion to him. But when it's done, it's done. I can do nothing.
But that's it. That's where this dual-mindedness, you'll hear people non-duality. And when you're in dual mind, you're in like, shall I or shan't I? But when you're of one mind, that's a decision. And that's what we're talking about here, being of one mind, because we are all of one mind. We haven't got two minds. All is one mind. And when you make a decision, then you're in alignment. But sometimes, what I find is that you couldn't make it. Sometimes you wanted to make the decision, but there was still the doubt within you. And all I can say to anybody watching this is that you keep making the decision until one day the decision makes you. I absolutely guarantee you that you wake up one day and the decision is just like, oh, well, this is what's happening. Like it takes over. And then there's nothing you can do about it because it's happening. So make the decision every day about something, and then I promise you the decision will make you. So there you go. It was a deep
That's
one
awesome.
today. It was really good. That was I love whenever Ziryeb sends me these things and then I just go, oh, that's really good. I like that. So your discipline today is your freedom tomorrow. There you go. Any final words from you, Ziryeb?
Seek your righteousness. I don't know if you can say that, but always seek it, and to make it practical, maybe we can advise people to write what is right for them and to live it each hour or each 3 hours. And I think that's the discipline needed.
Right. What is right for you? There you go. Okie dokie. I'll see you again next time, everybody. See ya.
Thank you.